Good day, everyone. I'm Rochelle Olaires. In this session, I will be discussing about on how to create and use SPSS in multiple response sets in analyzing frequency counts and cross-tabbing. In multiple response analysis, there can be more than one response per participant to a question. What is multiple response set in SPSS? Multiple response sets are constructed from multiple variables in the data file. And multiple response variables, also called multi-punch questions or MRVs, these are questions for which respondents can select more than one answer. Now, let me show you how to set up a multi-response format. Let's get started. In this data view, I have sample variables here of the most commonly used social media applications like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and others. Now, we are going to analyze the most common social media application frequently used by the junior high school students. So let's take a look at the variable view. So as we can see, there's the Facebook variable, Instagram, Snapchat, and others. We have also the gender and the grade level variables. Then we go back to the data view. Okay, so at the top bar, we have the value labels. So if you will click on it, the variables and the responses of the students can be shown here, and if you click again on the value label, it indicates the numeric number 1 and 0. 1 indicates yes, and 0 indicates no. And in the gender variable, male indicates 1 and female indicates 2. And on the grade level variable, grade 7 indicates 1, grade 9 indicates 3, grade 10 4, and grade 8 2. The first thing that we're going to do is to find the set of variables that we are going to define. We go to Analyze menu and then go down to the button Multiple Response. And as you can see, the defined variable sets are not available because I haven't defined the variable sets yet. Click Define Variable Sets, and the Define Multiple Response Set dialog box will appear. Select the variable, the Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and others, and put it on the variables in set using the middle transfer arrow button. Now we go to the dichotomies. So dichotomies means that there are two possible values. I may have 0, 1 for instance, in which 1 counts as a yes and 0 as no. So I just have to indicate 1 here as counts of yes. And then type in the name. For example, we have the name social media apps, the label, variables, variables dot or variables commonly used by students. Then we click the add button on the right, and what it does is that you can see that we created a multiple response set. The $sign here indicates that the variables are now in set. Then we will click the close button. So the data set is not look different, but if I now come up to the analyze and back down on the multiple response, I may have the two other options now of frequencies and crosstabs available. So I will now click on the frequencies, and this is the multiple response set I just created. All I have to do is to move it over, and I press OK. And I get a table that says how many students have preferred the social media apps. Facebook, we have 7, Instagram 7, and Snapchat 4. So a total of 18. Now, this is the same thing as the 0-1 indicator of how many students have preferred Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and others. I can also do the cross tabulation. Go back to analyze, multiple response, and cross tabs. In the multiple response crosstab dialog box, select the variable. Okay, we have to select the. Okay, it's already selected. Okay, again. So we have to select the gender variable, and we have to transfer it to the list box by using the top transfer arrow button. So there it is. Afterwards, we have to select the social media apps in the variable multiple response sets and transfer it over to the columns list by clicking the middle transfer arrow button. So there it is. In the row list box, this one, the variable gender has 2 question marks next to it. That's because we have to define its ranges. First, we have to select the variable gender, then click on the define ranges button. Click in the minimum text box and then type in 1. And in the maximum text box, we have to type in 2. Then we have to click on the continue button. Okay, so we have to click on the options button here, then make sure to select the cases option under percentages based on. Afterwards, click on the continue button, then click on the OK button. Okay, now let's see the result here. In the multiple response crosstab output, okay, so we have 6 male identified as the most common students using the social media apps, while the female has 4. So within the group, the male was selected as the most students that are using the social media apps. Anyhow, the multiple response in the SPSS can be in a nice way of dealing situations wherein people can choose answers of questions, data flexible to their own responses. And that would be all. Thank you.